Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to bring you another makeup recreation today. Please let me know what you thought of my first video for this month. I think it turned out really well. I may not like the wig all that much, but I feel like the makeup was really pretty. But I am really excited to bring you guys this makeup look. I think it's just gonna be really interesting to see what it looks like on me. Because she also has like a really cutesy vibe, and I've been told I'm cutesy, so let's do it up. This is the inspiration photo for today's makeup look. I feel like it's just so cute, and I feel like I'm really cute, so there's not gonna be that much of a difference in like the translation of the look on my features. I feel like we do have pretty similar like softer features, so I feel like this one is going to be like right up my alley. Comment down below letting me know what you think of me going back and doing like long form YouTube videos again. I really want to know. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when I upload next. I do link all my social media down below, so please go down there and check me out on other platforms. I hope you're really excited to see how this turns out, and if you are, please keep watching. Because I've been asked to do some skincare, I'm going to hit you with whatever I use to prep my base because it is pretty extensive. You don't have to buy all of the products that I use, by the way. All you need is like a really good cleanser, something to hydrate, some serums and treatments if you're trying to target specific areas, eye cream, moisturizer, like a chapstick, and then some sunscreen. If you just tick all those boxes, and like the treatments are like if you have drier skin or if you have like more oily skin, those just help like manage your skin while it's under the makeup. But that's typically like the set of things that you need. I just use these specifically, and because I've been like dealing with dry weather, I've been on like a bit of a La Roche-Posay kick because they have their like dry, extra dry, like targeted, like each of the products very easily line up with your skin type. It's like literally written on the bottle. But I'm going to be using all of La Roche-Posay for my skincare today. You don't have to do that, but this is stuff that I like using for my specific skin. And this is not sponsored. This was like, some of it was PR, and then some of it I bought and repurchased on my own. So I'm just letting you know that this is not sponsored. I genuinely love these products, so I will be using them today. So first thing you want to do is cleanse your skin, and my skin's been like really dry, so I'm going to go in with the like hydrating gentle cleanser. This is the Tourmaline. This is for normal to dry by La Roche-Posay. I like this one a lot. It doesn't like foam, but I feel like it also still cleanses the skin pretty well. It's like using an oil-based cleanser, but just like a little extra kick. Now that my face is cleansed, I'm gonna pop in a pair of blue contact lenses. I don't have the packaging anymore, but they're from Ico Ice. They are in the shade Barbie Blue. They're this really pretty rich blue color, which is pretty similar to the inspiration photo. And I was like scared because I don't think I like forgot that I had these, but these lenses are literally so perfect for this look. For a layer of hydration, going to go in with La Roche-Posay's Thermal Spring Water. This is such a nice product. I feel like it just makes my skin feel so hydrated, because sometimes like you just want to throw water on your face, but like the water from your sink, unless you have a filter on it, might not be as clean. So this is just like a really nice way to like start the process of like locking down hydration on your skin. Then as like a toner spray, going to go in with La Roche-Posay Cicaplast B5 spray. It is a really nice soothing repairing concentrate, and then if you have any issues with your skin barrier, like if you have been outside running or out in the sun, this just helps to repair that barrier. It has 24-hour hydration, and it instantly soothes your skin. Then I'm going to go in with these two serums. The first one is the Niacinamide Serum by La Roche-Posay. I feel like this really helps with the dark spots on my face, as it is a dark spot corrector, and it should help with your skin barrier as well. And I feel like niacinamide also helps with like rejuvenating the skin, and this has been so helpful with my dark spots. Then going in with the hyaluronic acid serum. It is so nice and hydrating to the skin because I have really dry skin. Adding hyaluronic acid into your routine just makes your makeup sit so well over top of everything. Then for my eyes, going to go in with La Roche-Posay Tourmaline Dermalegro eyes. This is such a lovely lightweight eye cream. I just want to make sure my makeup does not crease under my eyes, which I feel like is a common place your makeup creases, and making sure your under eye is hydrated is a really great way at helping to prevent under eye creasing. Then to lock in all of that hydration, going to go in with the La Roche-Posay Triple Repair Moisturizing Cream. This is such a lovely product. It says that it has hydration up to 24 hours. It has shea butter, niacinamide, and ceramide in it, and I feel like it literally just makes my skin feel so lovely. For my sunscreen, going to go in with the La Roche-Posay Anthelios Liquid Fluid Sunscreen. This is ultra light. It's very lightweight. It's fragrance free. It's also water resistant if you want to wear it before you go to like a beach or a pool or something. And I feel like it just goes over the skin so nicely. And I love a lightweight sunscreen when applying makeup. I feel like it's just like a really nice layer for the makeup to go over top of. Going to take their Cicaplast lips with La Roche-Posay Spring Water as my lip balm. This is really good at hydration restoration, and I love that it has shea butter in it. It has a really light scent, and it just makes my lips feel so soft. Now onto the makeup. I'm gonna first go in and prime with the So Natural Powder for Room All Day Makeup Setting Fix. This just gives me a light layer of hydration. I feel like it preps the skin very well. And again, just gives me a really nice layer for all the rest of the makeup to go over top of. Second step of my priming process, going to go in with this gel-based primer. This is the NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Primer. It says it has a plumping serum in it. It makes my skin just feel so hydrated. And the good thing about a gel primer is it gives you a really nice barrier and a layer that it like smooths out your pores. Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer in the shade Natural Sand. I'm going to take that to color correct any discoloration I have on the face. I have some dark spots, some healed acne scars, as well as my burn scar on my forehead. I love going over top and using this as like a base for the makeup because I don't like to use a lot of layers when I apply makeup. So if I can do like a thin layer of each product but still get the coverage that I want, that's like perfect for me. Blend out my concealer, going in with the BK Beauty 112 brush. This is like a really nice angled brush. I feel like I'm able to get into like some of my creases a little bit better, and it just, because it's so dense, blends everything out really nicely and like gives it a really nice soft finish. For my foundation, going in with the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint in 310 medium to dark. This is a little too dark for me, but that's fine. I do want the like glowy effect that this product has, so that is definitely a bigger trade-off. You see me applying that with this makeup spatula. I feel like it does a really good job of giving you like a really nice even layer all over the skin. From Momo's Workshop, I'm going to use their triangular blending sponge to blend all of that foundation in. This is like a really nice dense product. I love dense products because they just make the finish of whatever you're blending look so seamless. And just make sure if you're using a sponge like this that it's slightly damp so it doesn't absorb too much of the product that you're trying to apply to your skin. To contour, going in with the Milani Cheek Kiss in the shade Spicy Season. I'm going to use this on my forehead, on my cheekbones, on my jawline, under my lower lip, and then on my nose to give me a really nice carved look. She is really bronzy, and I also want to have a similar effect to my makeup. BK Beauty's 101 brush to start out my blending process. I'm going to use this to blend out all of the perimeter of that contour, get that nice and buffed out and really blended in with the foundation. Then I'm going to go in with the flat side of this double-sided brush to blend out my nose contour. You're going to just go in with a lot of patting motions and just get that really nice and buffed out into your foundation. Using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Medium Olive, I'm going to use this to lift the center of my face and make it look really nice and highlighted. I'm going to place that under my eyes, a little towards the edge of my eye to give that a really nice lift, down my nose, my upper lip, my chin, and on my forehead, and slightly on the sides of my nose to just make that area be brought more to the forefront of my face. Also a NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Pale. Going to use that to brighten the center of my face and really pull focus in that area. It just makes the face, like the center of the face, really pop. To start out the blending, going to go in with BK Beauty's 108 brush. Going to take that on my chin, my upper lip, on my forehead, really buff out that concealer, and then also take that on the concealer I placed on the sides of my nose to get that really nice and buffed out and blended into the skin. Then the BK Beauty A506 brush to blend down my under eye and really buff that, making that look really nice and lifted, and also taking that down the center of my nose. I love this brush. It's very detailed, very dense. For my cream blush today, going to go in with the YSL Wake Me Blush Liquid Blush in Nude Lavalier. This is such a really pretty mauve shade, and it reads a little orange on me. It's like a pinky orange, and I feel like the shade is just so lovely. And with the powder blush I'm going to use later, it's going to like match the vibe of the inspo photo pretty well. BK Beauty 113 brush, like lightly patting that into the skin because I don't want to lose any of the color payoff, but I do want it to be really nice and seamless with the rest of my base makeup. To set all the cream products, going back in with the All Day Tight Makeup Setting Fix. I'm going to do a really nice light layer of this product just to make sure all of my creams just look really nice and set. Now setting my contour, going in with the FlowerKnows Butterfly Cloud Color Collection Embossed Highlight and Contour Palette in Leaf Shadow. Going to take that using the Morphe M527 brush just to buff out all of the perimeter of my face. Make sure that I look really nice and set. And then because of how dense this brush is, look at me talking about a dense brush again, the makeup just goes on and has such a really nice finish over top of my skin. Then taking the fluffy side of that double-sided brush to buff out my nose. Make sure that also looks really nice and seamless. I love the color of this product for my nose contour. I feel like it doesn't really clash that much with the cream blush that's on there. It gives me a really nice set. Kaleidos Symphony Face Illuminator in medium to set on my face using a triangle powder puff. This just literally blurs my skin, makes everything kind of like blend in together and makes my skin look really nice and seamless. When anybody talks about how like good or like that they love my base makeup, it's because of the combination of the setting spray and the setting powder. It's literally a chef's kiss. For my powder blush, going in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade At Night on a Kaleidos B1 blush brush. I'm going to put that over top of everywhere I put that cream blush. This is such a lovely like flush shade for me, and I feel like it's super flattering and also gives out a similar vibe as the inspo photo. Going back into that highlight and contour palette, going to take the lighter shade on a Morphe M510 brush to highlight all of the high points of my face and just to make the skin look really nice and lifted. I love this highlighter because it's not too bright, so it just gives my skin a really nice like lifted glowy look. Like I usually do, going to go in with one last layer of the setting spray to set all of my powder product, and it just makes my skin look so lovely. This is one of my favorite products I bought recently. This is the A-Rind Freckles Liquid Air Cushion in Saddle Brown. I love this product. I feel like a lot of my issues with freckles was they were either like too dark, like the color I was using were too dark, especially because for this makeup style you want fake freckles, or like my spontaneity, randomness of the freckles just was not that good. But this product gives me like a light color, a sort of like uniform randomness, and just applies on the skin really pretty. Then I'm gonna go in with my finger to sort of like pat those in to not make them look as standoutish. And then I also am going to go in with my setting powder just to set everything and just again make it look more seamless. Using the NYX Epic Wear liner in the shade Brown, going to go over a couple of my moles because I want those to just stand out a little more. Using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso, going to use that to give me a really nice, full, fluffy, straight brow. I love how full her brow looks. I'm going to try to emulate a similar vibe with my brows. Just make sure you just like fluff it out as much as you can. Using the NYX Lift and Snatch on the tails of my brows, going to use that to add in some extra emphasis and just to make my brow appear more fuller. As my brow gel, going to go in with the Alicia Sharper Pomade Eyebrow Fixer in Clear. I love using this to keep my brows in place, and especially because I'm going for a more fluffier, fuller brow, this is like a perfect product. Using one of my favorite palettes, this is a P. Louise Wedding Wish palette. I'm going to take the shade Ring on it using a shader brush to put that all over my lid and really work that into my crease and just making that color be like one note on the eye. Taking the shade Hashtag Wifey on a Do Care 10 brush, I'm going to use that to completely cover up my lower lash line, as that's going to be the base of my Yesstyle and to make that area look really nice and plump. Taking the shade Endless Love on a Morphe short packing brush, going to use that to highlight my lower lash line, a little bit under my eye to make that base of that Yesstyle really pop, as well as my inner corner to sort of like carve out the side of my nose. I'm going to go into the shade Commitments to slightly highlight my lower lash line, a little on my inner corner, and then with my finger, going to use that to highlight my lid. Then I'm going in with the Milani Stay Put Tank Liner in the shade Brown to do a really thin puppy dog wing on my upper lash line. At the end, you just want to slightly angle it downward to give that like really cutesy puppy dog effect, and it makes your eyes look really nice and round. And then slightly use this to add some emphasis to my lower lash line. BBIA Lash Powder Pencil in the shade Banana Milk on my waterline to make that area look really nice and bright. And again, it just opens my eye a little more. To prep my lashes for mascara, I'm going to go in with the Shiseido Lash Curler and just really clamp my lashes as much as I can to the base. And this just helps my eyes appear more open and rounded. On my lashes, going to go in with the Milani Highly Rated Anti-Gravity Mascara in the shade Brown. I'm going to use this to coat my upper and my lower lashes to really prep them for the false lashes I'm going to apply later. I don't have a lash that's like exactly similar to the inspo photo, but I am going to go in with these. They are really spiky and gives like a individual lash look, which I feel like is kind of similar to the inspo photo. And I'm just going to apply that with some lash glues and my tweezers. Using the Lisa Eldridge Enhance and Define Lip Liner Pencil in the shade Fawn, I'm going to use that to make my lips look really full and pouty. I love using like this like nudie mauve shade on my lips because it feels like my natural lip color, but just like a little more enhanced. I want to finish that off with a gloss, so I'm going to go in with the Alicia Sunset Dazzle Gloss Bomb in the shade Amalfi. This is a really pretty, like, oh my god, I love this color. It looks really flattering on me and it's such a really pretty gloss and it just like emulates the inspo photo really well. So this is the look completed. I can't think of anything else I want to add. I feel like it looks pretty similar, but I'm going to do my hair and I'll be right back. So this is the look completed. I feel like it turned out so much better than I thought it did. Like it's genuinely so pretty. The inspo photo did have a hat and I could not find one. I thought I had a couple hats, but not one that matched the vibe of the inspo photo, so I guess we're just going hatless with our cute little bangs. Please comment down below letting me know what you think of this final look. I feel like, again, I feel like it turned out so pretty. Though I'm like wanting to open my eyes up really bright, but I open my eyes up really wide, and I heard that's like a thing when people wear blue color contacts, they like cyclops eyes, but like I'm trying to be more like chill with the blue eyes, but like they're just so cute. And I don't think I've tried this like hair length in recent years. Let me know what you guys think of that as well. This was a longer wig that I like cut and added bangs to a while ago, but I just haven't worn it, so I don't even remember what the original wig was, but I feel like it's like so full and it looks so pretty. Please subscribe to the page if you like what you see and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when I upload next. I also went ahead and linked all of my other social media down below, so please go follow me on other platforms. Everything that I use today on my face, my skincare and the makeup and even the brushes and applicators I use are going to be linked down below, so please go and check out anything if you want to get your hands on it. And because I have a lot of fun things planned for December, please go ahead and subscribe to the page so you can be notified when I make that announcement. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I can't think of anything else I would like to add, so I'm going to cue that montage.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, seen it right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings.